So, as of right now, I have absolutely no makeup on my face at all. So I am going to start with my primers that I use. And I just got the Benefit Pore Professional primer in a gift set that I just got. And I've been using this lately. Just to prime my T-zone. It's not really meant to prime your whole entire face, just the areas where you have bigger pores, which most likely is your T-zone. So I just put it like around my nose, on my nose, a little on my chin, and then on my forehead. And then to prime the rest of my face, I use my VS Pro Airbrush FX Hydrating Primer. And I really like this lately because as it gets colder, I need some type of moisture to my face. So this is like a 2-in-1. It's almost like a moisturizer and primer in one. So I just apply this all over my face then. And then the next thing I do is, my eyes usually always tend to be a little darker, like a brownish color. So I use my Benefit Lemonade correcting primer. And just put that on my eyes. And then you can tell a total difference in my eyes. So I really like this stuff and always recommend it. Right. And then after that, I take my Sonia Kashuk concealer palette and I use this one right here, which is the lightest concealing shade. And I just place it right on the side of my nose where it could tend to get a little red. And now for foundation. So lately I've been using my Makeup Forever HD foundation. And I'm in N115. And I apply it using a Sonia Kashuk brush. I'm not sure like a number or anything, but it's one of the more condensed stippling brushes. So I just put 2 pumps of foundation on the back of my hand. And then I'll just start dabbing it on one half of my face. And then I'll go back and buff it in. And then that's all done. Then what I do is I set it with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm in Light Plus. And I just take my Sigma F30 powder brush, brush this on. Then I apply my blush, bronzer, and highlighter next. So I always start with my blush, and today I'm using Sephora's blush in Cinnamon Spice, which is supposed to be a dupe for NARS Orgasm blush. And I'm going to be applying this with a Victoria's Secret blush brush. That comes in one of their brush kits. And then I always go like this, just to see like where the apples on my cheeks are, and that's where I'll apply the blush. Then after blush, I do my bronzer. So I always use my Sigma F40 angled brush, and the bronzer I'm using is Hoola Benefit bronzer. It's just a nice matte bronzer. And then I always suck my cheeks in just to see the contour line. And I usually brush it up to my temples. And then I'll do my nose, chin, and forehead. And then I usually go back and I just kind of take my finger in circular motions and just blend the bronzer and the blush a little bit better. Now for highlight. So I'm always using different highlights. Sometimes it's powder, sometimes it's liquid. Usually if it's a liquid, it's usually my Benefit High Beam. But lately I've been using my Tarte one, and this came in a gift set of 4. You can find it at Sephora right now. And this is in Angelic. And it's just a really pretty shimmery highlight color. So I'm just going to take a small brush like this, and this is actually an Essence brush that you can find at Ulta. And I'm just going to swipe it right above where I put my blush, and also take this into my temple as well. And then you can also take some down your nose, and then your chin, and then your forehead. Okay. And then the last 2 steps to my face are eyebrows and concealer. Now for me, I don't put concealer on until after I do my eyes. So I'm going to do my eyes, and then I'll come back and show you guys how I do my concealer. Even though for most of my tutorials lately I've been applying concealer as part of the tutorial. But I'm going to come back and show you guys how to do that. And then the other part is filling in the eyebrows, which I'm not going to show you guys. If you guys want a video dedicated to eyebrows, filling in eyebrows, what kind of products to use, grooming eyebrows, all that good stuff, leave a comment below and I can do a video dedicated just to that. So I'm going to go and do my eyebrows and eye makeup, and then I'll be back to show you guys how I apply my concealer. So I am back with my eyebrows and my eyes done now. So I'm going to show you guys how I apply my concealer every day. So first thing I'm going to do is take my Sephora concealer pen. It's the Smoothing and Brightening Concealer. And I'm just going to place this right under my eyes. Then I am going to take my Sigma F70 brush, and I'm going to blend it out. And then after I have it in the areas that I need it to be, then what I'll do is I will take my more condensed brush, and this is actually an e.l.f. contour brush, but I use it to buff in my concealer. So I'm just going to go back, buff it in. And then to set my concealer, I'm just going to go back with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and take my E60 brush by Sigma, and just going to pat it over top of my concealer. Just make sure it stays in place and lasts all day. Alright, so this is pretty much the face routine that I do every single day. So my steps are kind of, I think of it as priming and correcting my face, then adding my foundation, and then any color that I want, so blush, bronzer, highlight, and then I used to do concealer before my foundation, but then I started to think, well, first off, foundation is going to cover some of my darkness, and then also sometimes you have fallout from eyeshadow, so I just thought, well, you know what, it's smarter to actually do the concealer after I'm done my eyes. So now I do my concealer and everything after. But that's kind of the steps that I take when I do my face makeup every day. So hopefully maybe you guys saw some products that you want to try out, or maybe you want to switch up your own routine to see if something I did might work for you as well. But yeah, alright, so I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye.